good terms with. Thanks to everyone that's travelled today. I know that Marco and Tanya spent about 3 hours on the tarmac at Tullamarine, but it's worth a trip, wasn't it? And you've got room, Trudy, haven't you? Trudy and Brian, you've got room at Mile End, eventually. No, and all my South East family who've travelled up today, and other people from Victoria, Duck and Jane from Victoria, Bubbles, drove over and caught up with a good wood today. And Mick Bundy, or Michael Richards, aka Mick Bundy, Mick the Prick, Richie. Thanks Mick for coming down. Mick's a bit of a Facebook IT guru, and I sent him the invite about a month ago. And last week I said, "Oh mate, are you coming?" He said, "Oh, I didn't see it." But true to Mick, within about 30 seconds he'd booked the Jetstar flight down here, and lovely to see you, Mick. I went to school with Mick. We had some great times in Narracor. There's not many Hurleys here tonight, and no, we haven't had a dust up. No. No, we haven't had a dust up. No. So Peter and Jenny's eldest son Nick got married today in Melbourne to Courtney, and Courtney's mum's quite ill with cancer, and it was sort of brought forward very quickly, and as much as we would have liked to try to shift this date to make it all work in, it just couldn't happen, and it was unfortunate, but hey, I've saved a lot on the piss tonight. So I think, yeah, but we're drinking Grant Burge, not Moe, so there's a few bucks saved there.
Believe what you want to believe, son.
Yeah. Used to need Johnny. Thanks to Tricia, Mum, and the team at the TA for organising tonight, or helping with tonight, and particularly Tom, Molly, and Chef Anton, done a fantastic job and been really good to work with. I reckon the tucker's been pretty good. I put a hell of a lot of thought into the wine list yesterday morning at 10 o'clock, and I think I got it pretty right. So. Thanks to Tricia and my beautiful children, Lockie, Connor, Lily and Brock for being with me tonight. You're all so different, but I love you equally. Well, mostly. I was thinking today, what should I talk about? I like to cut through sometimes and make something, a poignant speech. But in the last month, a couple of events have happened, which probably, maybe it's just because I'm coming up to 50 and I'm thinking about life and the future and whatever and the past. But seriously, I reckon 3 weeks ago, I was reading the Advertiser, and not that I make a habit of it, but I was reading the death notices, and I think when you're 50 you read them, and when you're 20 you read the engagement notices, but to see who you missed out on. But I was reading the death notices, and there was a guy I went to uni with who had passed away, and I wasn't a great mate of his, but I knew him pretty well, and he was 2 days older than me, so he would have had his birthday the same weekend as me. He dropped dead in the gym across the road while training, and I went to his funeral. Paul and Natasha Hillary know him, and it's sort of. I remember I walked out and saw Mum out the back door, and I was probably a bit shocked. And I think, lesson number one, don't go live each day, because we're here for a finite time. Like, live and enjoy your life as much as you can. And then a couple of weeks ago, on Easter Thursday night, my grandmother Doris, my last grandparent alive, Doris, died at Narracourt at 97. And like she'd had a great innings. She'd had dementia for the last 8 to 10 years and really didn't know many of us. She was really healthy, and you know, had a great life. And last week we buried her in a private burial at Narracourt, and we were there with mum's brothers and sisters and grandchildren and great grandchildren, and we had a fantastic day. There was no real sadness, you know. Obviously, we lost a beautiful lady, but I think that was sort of lesson number 2. Like, at the end of the day, when they put you in the ground, you're generally surrounded by people who love you a lot, and that's probably the most important thing in life, I think. Wealth and cash. That's important. That gets us through the journey. That's the fuel for the trip. That's paying the school fees, the overseas holidays, shelter.
You're only 50, mate.
But I'm not going tomorrow. That's right. But ultimately, it's your family and people who are close to you. That's what really matters, and that was what really hit home to me from that day. And then in the last week, we've had the preparation for tonight, and I've been a partner in this hotel for nearly 10 years. I've got a really good group of people working for me here, and you know, we push them pretty hard with making money and profit and wages and all that stuff. And
So you got to get this stuff right.
I need some subtitles there, Jeff. Sorry. But they really all pitched in, and you know what they were really happy about doing? Well, I think they were. And they really got involved in it, and tonight they're really happy about doing it. And you know, be happy with what you're doing. That was the lesson from that. Be happy with what you're doing. Be happy with the people you work with. Take out of your language, hate, I don't like this person, they annoy me. Like, take it all out, because it chews up too much time over nothing. Like, hate the really important people like Hitler and Xenophon. A serpent is dead. Hate the real people, but just get on with people. Tomorrow from around midday, 1 o'clock, Trish and I are just having a very casual open house at our place.